This is why you don't mess with the U.S. Navy. On the 16th of March, 2025, the waters of the northern Red Sea were shaken by a sudden attack by Houthi forces on the USS Harry S. Truman Carrier Strike Group. The Houthi attack was designed to overwhelm advanced defensive systems through sheer volume, but they had no idea what would happen next. The primary thrust comprised 16 missiles launched in coordinated waves. 10 of these were ballistic missiles, including the formidable Palestine II hypersonic system. These weapons are capable of reaching speeds up to Mach 16. At such velocities, defensive systems have mere seconds to detect, track, and neutralize incoming threats. Complementing the ballistic barrage were 6 ASEF-2 anti-ship cruise missiles. Though slower at subsonic speeds around 750 kilometers per hour, these sea-skimming weapons present a different challenge, hugging the water's surface to evade radar detection until the final approach phase. The cruise missiles serve as the perfect complement to their ballistic counterparts, forcing defending vessels to allocate resources across multiple domains simultaneously. The Houthis didn't rely solely on missiles. 8 Yafa UAVs form the third prong of this coordinated assault. These unmanned aerial vehicles, 2,600 kilometer range and payload capacity of up to 50 kilograms, serve dual purposes as direct attack platforms and as defensive system saturators, forcing the Carrier Strike Group to divide its attention across multiple threat vectors simultaneously. Launches originated from 3 distinct locations across Yemen. The USS Gettysburg, a Ticonderoga-class cruiser equipped with the Aegis combat system, served as the outer defensive perimeter. Its SPY-1D radar systems detected the inbound threats at extreme range, tracking multiple targets simultaneously and calculating optimal intercept solutions in real time. The vessel's vertical launch systems unleashed an impressive 92 SM-2 missiles in a coordinated defensive barrage. These Standard Missile 2 interceptors, designed specifically for fleet area defense, engaged threats at ranges exceeding 90 nautical miles, forming the first and most expansive defensive layer. The USS Stout deployed its close-in weapon system as threats penetrated to middle ranges. The CIWS, often called R2-D2 by sailors for its distinctive shape, unleashed approximately 4,820mm rounds at rates exceeding 4,500 rounds per minute, creating a virtual wall of tungsten in the path of approaching threats. The system's autonomous target acquisition and tracking capabilities enable it to engage targets with minimal human intervention, a crucial feature when confronting hypersonic threats, where reaction times are measured in milliseconds rather than seconds. For the final defensive layer, the USS Jason Dunham employed its CRAM system, launching 14 RIM 116 missiles designed specifically for close-range threat neutralization. The CRAM represents an evolutionary advancement in point defense technology, combining the radar and electro-optical tracking system of the Phalanx CIWS with the exceptional maneuverability and lethality of the rolling airframe missile. This hybrid system provides a critical last line of defense against threats that penetrate outer defensive perimeters. The strike group achieved an 83.3% interception rate against missiles and neutralized all 8 drones. 1 ballistic missile failed before reaching its target, and the 2 missiles that penetrated defensive screens represent the inherent challenge of achieving perfect interception rates against saturation attacks, even with state-of-the-art defensive technology. The effectiveness of the U.S. Navy's defensive response hinged not merely on technological superiority, but on the integration of these systems through a sophisticated command and control architecture. The cooperative engagement capability allowed the 3 vessels to function as a single, distributed weapons system rather than as individual platforms. The hypersonic threat poses a genuine challenge even to the most advanced defensive systems currently deployed. The compressed reaction window available against Mach 16 threats pushes detection and engagement systems to their operational limits. Second, layered defense remains the only viable strategy against multi-vector saturation attacks. From a technological perspective, the attack underscores the urgent need for continued advancement in counter-hypersonic capabilities. Current defensive systems, while impressive, operate at the edge of their design parameters when confronting threats moving at Mach 16. The development of directed energy weapons, electromagnetic railguns, and next-generation interceptor missiles has now transitioned from desirable capability enhancement to operational necessity. In the aftermath of this engagement, the United States initiated Operation Shadow Response, a sophisticated multi-domain retaliatory campaign against Houthi infrastructure in Yemen. The operation began not with the sound of explosions, but with the silent penetration of electromagnetic spectrums across Yemen's rugged landscape. An intricate electronic warfare campaign systematically degraded Houthi early warning networks, creating strategic blind spots in their defensive architecture. Local informants cultivated through years of careful relationship building provided critical contextual understanding of Houthi operational patterns, leadership dynamics, and decision-making processes. Perhaps most critical to the operation's precision was the deployment of cutting-edge geospatial intelligence platform. Constellation formations of electro, optical, and synthetic aperture radar satellites maintained persistent surveillance over key Houthi facilities. These systems generated multispectral imagery with resolution capabilities measured in centimeters, enabling analysts to identify specific weapon systems and distinguish between civilian and military structures with unprecedented clarity. This intelligence architecture enabled a targeting process of surgical precision. Each potential strike location underwent rigorous algorithmic analysis, calculating not just military significance, but complex collateral damage estimations. Rather than focusing solely on infrastructure destruction, targeting prioritized functional disruption of key Houthi systems, command nodes, advanced missile storage facilities, and communications hubs received highest prioritization, a strategy designed to degrade capability while avoiding wholesale destruction of dual-use infrastructure critical to civilian populations. The first wave comprised advanced standoff weapons launched from maritime platforms beyond the horizon. Tomahawk land attack missiles with multi-mode seekers and real-time retargeting capabilities penetrated Yemeni airspace on complex, terrain-hugging flight profiles designed to exploit gaps in air defense coverage. These weapons' programmable warheads enabled precise calibration of explosive effect, with detonation characteristics specifically engineered for each target's structural composition. Simultaneous with the maritime strike came the aerospace component. F-35 Lightning II aircraft, operating in networked formations, penetrated contested airspace with minimal electromagnetic emission. Their sensor fusion capabilities provided real-time battlefield assessment, while their low observable characteristics enabled precision delivery of small-diameter bombs against hardened command facilities. The GBU-53B Stormbreaker munitions employed demonstrated next-generation precision with their tri-mode seekers maintaining lock even through complex atmospheric conditions over Yemen's mountainous terrain. The third attack vector emerged from unmanned systems. A constellation of low observable unmanned combat aerial vehicles executed precisely choreographed strikes against time-sensitive targets. These systems, operating with near-autonomous decision capabilities within carefully defined parameters, demonstrated the evolution of human-machine teaming in complex battle spaces. The results spoke to the effectiveness of this approach. Within 72 hours, U.S. forces had executed precision strikes against 37 distinct Houthi facilities. Post-strike assessment indicated 94% mission success rate in neutralizing targeted capabilities. Intelligence estimates suggested Houthi missile launch capabilities had been degraded by approximately 70%, with command and control functionality reduced to local, disconnected operations. Critically, despite the operation's scale, independent monitoring organizations reported minimal civilian casualties, a testament to the precision of modern targeting methodologies and weapon systems. As the dust settles over Yemen's mountains, military analysts worldwide are studying this operation as a case study in modern precision warfare. What remains uncertain is whether technological sophistication and operational precision can translate into lasting strategic advantage in a region defined by centuries of resilience against external intervention. The answer to this question will shape military doctrine and capability development for decades to come. Please make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this informative video.